Welcome, Leo. This is your May 25th to May 31st forecast. And for you, what's going to impact you the most astrologically speaking this week is going to be when Saturn enters Aries on May 25th. And this is going to be a period of spiritual discipline, and you're being guided to seek guidance through structured practices like meditation or study, learning, reading to deepen your spiritual understanding. So we also have the Ace of Cups here. Yeah, this is like new ideas, new philosophies coming through, new revelations here, and that's what we were speaking to initially here. But this is all like new information, like higher levels, higher frequencies that you can connect to if you allow. So we have you being strong and powerful and allowing the transformation to happen, because sometimes as you're raising your frequency, like things become like a little, touch and go there. You're like a little like, oh, whoa, I didn't know I was going to see all that here, so sometimes it can be a little bit of a surprise to you as you're elevating your spirituality and you're starting to see things, you're starting to have those visions, you're starting to hear, you're starting to taste, smell, whatever the clairs are that you connect with and that we're speaking about, that you're developing and growing. It can be a little surprising initially when those things start to happen. So this is you really like going on that journey with strength. What else do we have? The Fool here. Yeah, a new opportunity, new things coming towards you. And I feel like this also, and we're speaking about spirituality, but I feel like this also lends to new opportunities in love as well here. So if that's something that you do desire, also there's new projects that can happen, new investment opportunities, new chances to collaborate. So this is about just new beginnings happening here and you going on that journey, and then also being patient with yourself and being kind to yourself and recognizing that there's highs and lows. So when you do have those times where you're like, oh, that I didn't want to do that, I felt like I should have made a different choice or decision, just being appreciative of having that experience and really extracting out the meaning from it and the lesson that it taught you, and then focusing on in the moment what you're doing to create your reality, taking those lessons and moving forward, taking those lessons and deciding on what path is for you. It's what you're guided to do, as opposed to really just beating yourself up or really putting yourself down because you may have what you call made a mistake. But it's not really a mistake. It's really just about lessons that you designed for yourself to learn here. So what else do we have? We have the Hierophant. Okay, so you getting in those self-care practices and those moments of introspection and reflection are going to be critical to you at this time. So make sure that you're getting in your meditations, your prayers, whatever it is that you do to relax and replenish yourself and to quiet the mind. Okay. Let's see, give you one more, then we'll get some oracles. So we have 5 of Swords here. Okay, so you may be feeling conflicted here. So we have like some new things happening, some new synchronicities, some new signs, some new clairs maybe that you're connecting with here. And it may be a little confusing to you, or it may be a little cause a little bit of conflict within you. So I feel like this is more inner conflict here as opposed to externally. But you have to take this as it resonates, but just be aware that that contrast is there. So let's get a couple messages here. Okay, so we have you tuning into your internal song and your soul and trusting it. Okay, we also have the Master number 33, and I'm gonna write myself a little note here before I forget to put a link to the Master number 33 for you. So if you're interested, you can watch that video. What else do we have? So we have you protecting what you love and that being your duty and responsibility. And this to me is more about you protecting your heart and protecting this journey that you're going on and being proud of this journey, being brave and being strong as you persevere through this journey. So don't give up on it. Don't let it go. Don't let it fall because you see a vision and you're like, oh, wait, no. I don't want to do that. Like, yes, that is for you. That is the path that you're going down. That's why it's now making itself available to you. So don't be afraid of that. Go for it. Go for it. So let's also look at some challenges. Okay, so we may have some challenges with your finances for some reason. I know we're really speaking about spirituality, but this may be overlap from the previous week or just some things that you do have going on with you. So just be aware of that and how it's impacting your ability to grow and raise your frequency. So there may be some things that were left undone that once they're addressed, that'll help you to feel more calm, that'll help you to be more at peace, that'll help you to feel more fulfilled, that'll help you to feel stronger, knowing that you have a plan to conquer those different areas of your life, and that'll allow you to take the time that you need to focus on your spirituality and your development and growth. Okay, so you also may have a little bit of a challenge here managing your emotions and being emotionally intelligent. So that is something that you definitely want to work on, because your words mean things and they're very damaging when you don't use them in the proper context. So when you're not communicating constructively, just know that you're creating damage that is going to be very, very, very difficult to repair. So just be aware of that and pay attention to your emotions and really work to control your emotions and not give the power over your emotions away to anyone. Okay? So we have the 5 of Cups here and also the Chariot. So yeah, you may struggle with allowing yourself to be divinely guided. So it's like, you know, this information's here and available to you. You know that there are messages for you, and you may just be in that place where you're like, I'm not quite ready for it yet. Or you may also be kind of fighting with your higher self here. It's like, oh, I want to go down this direction, and your higher self is like, no, this is the right way. But it's always going to just speak to you softly and gently and guide you. And if you decide you still want to go in that area in the opposite direction, it's going to go with you. It's going to ride it till the wheels fall off with you and support you as much as it can. But just know that is going to be a more difficult path for you. You're going to have more challenges. You're going to have more lessons that you're learning as a result of that. Okay. So also, if you feel a little bored or unfulfilled or discontentment here, really being appreciative of the things that you have and as far as you've come is going to be helpful to you. And you may want to apply that to your spiritual journey, because I feel like this is you and your evolution here. So this is that whole journey that's happening here and your progress on it. So take a couple moments to really be proud of what you've accomplished here. Okay, so what else? The Page of Swords. So you may also have difficulty with being honest or coming to terms with some truths that come out here. Okay, so we'll get you some guidance here, but these are sort of the areas are coming out here as some challenges that you may encounter. So we have some communication coming through that you may find disheartening, or it just may not be a benefit to you as you see it at the time. However, everything's happening for a reason, and it's all happening for your highest good. So there's lessons that you're learning as a result of this. So if you do get some communication that seems to, separate you or separate things or not be going in the direction that you desire, just know and trust that it's for you. It's not happening to you, and it's all designed to show you more about what's authentically for you. Because if anything's going away or things are changing, then that means that it's for a reason. It's because it's going to be a better situation for you. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you more proud. It's going to make you more aligned with who you came here to be. And it may seem like struggle. It may seem like it's significant heartache or pain or distress. But again, it's all designed to allow you to stay on your path and to learn and accomplish those goals that you had for yourself before you came here. Okay? And you're also being guided to really, really go within for the love that you're seeking from external parties. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with having a life partner, for wanting that, for desiring that. But there is this message here about you needing to give the love that you're expecting from others to yourself. And it's a blessing. It's an abundance. It's an overflow of abundance when you then receive that love from others. And the more that you love yourself, the more that's the energy and the frequency that you're on. And that's what you're showing the universe is your authentic self. Then that is what the universe will start to return to you. And that may look different from your current situation. It may be a different partner. Okay, it may be you by yourself. It may be more than one partners. No judgments. This is, just true, accurate information I'm channeling down and communicating. So whatever works for you. But just the message is, give yourself that love that you're seeking. Okay, so let's look at some fears here. Okay, so we have the 8 of Swords here. Wow, this is really coming out a lot for many of you, the 8 of Swords here. Okay, so yeah, you may be feeling a little powerless, lack of control, uneasy, unsure, confused. Like, what is going on? What's happening? Things are just shifting and changing, and this is just, the emotions may be in flux and all over the place. There may be some highs and lows happening here as well. And you may just have a fear that it's going to be difficult for you to handle that. So we also have this Page of Wands here, and you may be really trying to find that strength and that courage to persevere and to get through things this week. So that may come up as a fear for you, and you may be wondering, like, can I handle this? Can I do this? But you trusting in you and trusting in your power is all that you need. You have the 7 of Cups here. Okay, so you may be thinking, like, and this could be relating to a love situation, so there may be someone with some options here, and they may be deciding between those options. So that could be you or your partner, and you may have this fear that now, like, yeah, there are these other options, there are these other things that I need to compete with now. So that may be coming out as a fear for you. We also have the 6 of Pentacles here. Okay, so I feel like the finances are going to come into play here in some way. So you may have this fear of lack, or not being able to support and take care of and provide for your family in some way, or for your not being able to secure your financial foundation as well. So that may also be a fear here. And we're going to get you some messages. I just wanted to kind of see where we're at, what your thinking and thought process is here. Okay. All right. So let's look at some potential outcomes here. Okay. So we have the 4 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. Okay. So I feel like this can go in 2 different directions here. One, you can be feeling a little discontent here. You can allow this energy to take over. You can allow others to control your emotions, and you're going to find that you're bored. You're going to find that you feel lack. You're going to find that you feel unfulfilled in doing that. Okay, so that's not going to serve you to let others control your emotions, to let your emotions get out of hand, and to not communicate effectively. That's going to work against you. So we also have the 2 of Cups here. So there is this opportunity, if you do control your emotions, if you do call on your strength and your power, and you allow yourself to work through things, you allow yourself to be an objective observer of situations that are happening, so that you can see different perspectives and you can view things more objectively and make better decisions for yourself. If you allow yourself to do that, there is this opportunity for you to increase your frequency, to raise your vibration, and to be more connected with your higher self and source and your guides here. So that opportunity is absolutely here for you. What else do we have here? Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles here. So there's also this message here about you focusing on your health and wellness, excuse me, as well. So this is not just about love or raising your frequency and vibration and your spiritual development. So there's also, again, this component of health and wellness that you're being invited to explore here. So that may come out as a result of this conflict here, that's an area that really needs some focus. And you're being guided toward that and focusing on that here. And what else? Okay, so we have this Five of Pentacles here. Okay, so this is you really focusing on the physical world a little too much, and knowing that you should be focusing on your raising your frequency and your vibration and your spirituality here. Okay. So we have a couple different outcomes here. So some of you are going to move forward. You are going to put in that work within, and you're going to have a better result as a, because of that. Others of you are going to continue to work on that. And there's no wrong way to be. There's no wrong path here. It's just a matter of like what energy is going to come back to you. So it's all about what you're putting out and what you're able to raise your frequency to, and receiving that back. So essentially what I'm trying to say is all the energy that you put out, you're going to receive it, you're going to get it right back to you. So just be mindful of the energy you're putting out there. And if you need to take that time and do those self-care practices and focus on having a better mood, or at least just being neutral, where you're not applying any like negative energy or any thoughts, any negative or positive energy really. So you can at least get yourself to that place, and then you can start to feel a little better every day. So it really depends on where you're at, but there is this strong focus here on the energy that you're putting out into the world here, because that's exactly what you're going to get back. So let's see, let's get a couple of messages here. So we have you crossing and things coming full circle. And we have the sun here, so you're showing up here as the sun with clarity. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So that is such a wonderful message, and that's really what we're saying here, that you have all of the knowledge and the wisdom and the information within you, and you know what it is, and you know what you should focus on, and you know what is for you. And this is about you being honest with yourself and trusting in yourself and going in the path that is for you, regardless of what that means. That may be and result in you needing to be more financially stable or financially secure, or, managing your emotions better. So that's going to result in a better you. That's going to give you the strength and the power to really step into who you are and be your authentic self. Okay? So it's just a lot of good things that can come out of you embracing that transformation and change. So we have, wonderful. So we have some positive aspects here that can be beneficial to you. Taking risks, being optimistic, being independent, being philosophical. So really thinking through things from a logical perspective, as well as running it through your heart space, is going to be valuable and helpful to you. I feel like there's also this message of you connecting with soul family and other like-minded individuals. And this could even be like, you could go to individuals that are licensed medical professionals. So it could be that, or if you don't feel like you quite need that, then it could be just soul family, friends, people in your community, or only people that you trust, of course, where you feel comfortable with sharing just a little bit. You don't have to tell everything, but just, just a little bit about your situation and get some ideas, and that may spark some creativity within you to allow you to think of some new ways to approach these solutions. And we have ambition and being disciplined and truthful here again, goal-oriented, being mature, and being patient. And also taking inspired action towards your goals. So these are all some wonderful, wonderful characteristics that are going to help you be successful this week. We also have you connecting with the Akashic Records, okay? And I love this message here because it does speak to you knowing that this exists within you. And it has all the answers. Anything that could ever happen is within that book and those records. And you have that within you. So that's why we're always saying you have everything within you. You have all the answers. Anything you need to know, if you go within, you will find the answers that you seek. Okay, Leo? So those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know how this resonates and have a wonderful week.